Let me first correct some information that we've given on previous interviews, and it's totally my fault. July 29th is not Saturday. It's actually a week from today, a week from Tuesday. July 29th is when the Bandana Express comes out. It's also when Jeremy Haymore will be signing it at Givens Books, 4:30 to 6:30. In this interview, I asked Coach Haymore, talk about trying to capture not only football, but the community. I mean, obviously Giles is not playing in Lynchburg and in Roanoke every single Friday. So sometimes you're having to capture some small town communities. And I know that was a big focus for the book. How did that go? Coach Haymore answered.
It was a challenge, not just in Forest, but in every of the communities. But they did play for us. They did play JF in the semifinals that year, which you normally don't think about Giles and JF being in the same. Now it's like Division 4 and Division 1. So they're not really even comparable anymore. But they were both AA at the time, and finding people. What I tried to do there and everywhere was to find either the head coach, if they were still living, as a number one choice, or assistant coaches next, and then hopefully players, even if it was just one or two, just to make sure to kind of get. Part of that was so I could paint a picture of the coach, and if I have a player, I could paint a picture of what that coach was like, or maybe something that they remembered from that game or whatever. So for us, which was very different. In fact, there's some people here in Forest that I've talked to that didn't even realize that those, they had a team that went to the state championship in 1979 or went to the semifinals in 1980. They didn't realize that there was really a big, that there was a couple good seasons. They had other good seasons, but I mean championship level seasons prior to 93. They didn't realize that that was out there. When they did the Hall of Fame a few years ago, started the Hall of Fame at JF. I mean, I think there's maybe 4, I think is what I remember, people that went in on that very first class that are in this book. And I didn't get it. I wasn't able to get in touch with all of them, but I was able to get, I think, a picture of the community, which in a lot of ways is different than what it is now. Just their representation of kind of the rural nature of it at that time, and just how much it's changed. It really kind of helped me paint an accurate picture. I was able to interview their JF's first coach, Glenn Stiles. I was able to interview a couple of the players. Edward Sanderson, he's since passed away, and one other guy who was on that team, and so they were able to give me some things like that they had remembered about the way that they played defense, and how much they had really liked their defensive coordinator in 1979, and how that was a big loss for them to lose him to another school. Just some little things that maybe was a sentence in the book, but it was something that those players, if they see that, they'd be like, oh man, that he really took the time to get it right.